Happy Friday, baby. From all over the globe, all my Arsenal's gunners and my gunnerettes. Welcome to this podcast. I don't know why I do this. Number three. Let's walk into the intro like always with a classic. Another one. Mm. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you over you right. Oh, one of my dad's old classics. Mm. Enjoy. Isn't that what the Arsenal do to us, fans? Hurt us over and over and over again. Late signings, rumors. Arsenal, you still my baby. I love you, girl, no matter what. Mm, I don't know why I love this club, bro. Is it voodoo? It's good. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Mr. Julian Timber, straight from the Netherlands. Welcome to North London. Surely not the Eastlands, where real football is played, and that is every single day, bro. I'm still missing one important piece of my summer signatures. We got the peas, we got the bees, we got the rotis, but we missing the rice. My bowl is empty. Edu, what we gonna do? Mr. Edu, what are we going to do regarding the Declan Rice situation? Arsenal fans, enjoy this one before I get to the show. Mm. All right, let's get to the introduction. Let's get to the episode. Welcome to the episode number three for the Sportscast from all over the world. Arsenal fans, greeting and salutations to you all. So, as we can confirm now, uh, Julian Timber is an Arsenal player. It has been confirmed this morning that the young lad now he's a gunner. Uh, but as promised, again, Arsenal always give us the run around when it comes to our players that we need to sign, like to present them to the public before we go on tour. And if you have been following on well, I'm gonna make it, well, to those of you who are not aware, yesterday I was able to watch 15 minutes of the first 2003-2024 preseason in Germany. Arsenal was playing Nuremberg. The scoreline left me disappointed compared to last year where we beat them like 3-1. I believe that Gabriel Jesus was there to score a brace. Don't forget that the announcement for Jesus was made way earlier before we went to Germany last season. So he had time to communicate with the club, the managerial staff, and he was able to quickly link up with all the players and the midfield and the attacking unit. And the bond was already there when Jesus came last season. And I was disappointed yesterday because I wanted the same effect of Declan Rice being an Arsenal player, being able to gel with his teammates. Apparently, he have already developed a chemistry with Mikel Arteta, but that's between player and manager. I expect to see that between someone who is a captain of a football club who's about to make a big move to another club like Arsenal. So the relationship between Arteta and Declan Rice is the same relationship that Martin Odegaard have with him. They're both captain. Now Arsenal have now three captains: Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, and now Declan Rice. I expect him to take captaincy soon because he have the experience. That's what they brought him for at 24 years old. But yesterday, Declan Rice was in Portugal. You're probably wondering how the heck did I get this information? I can't. Again, the source always come through. Like I always make sure I get exclusive on players that pertain to Arsenal. It have to be somewhat Arsenal related for me to actually get the story. So I was able to get it from some Portuguese magazine. Declan Rice was in Portugal training with the Phenom, Rafael Leao from AC Milan. The friendly, amicable game was being hosted at Rafael Leao's estate in Portugal. I don't know where the guy live in Portugal. It's best that we don't know neither because the guy probably have kids. We have to make sure that these informations are not out there. Be aware of kidnappers. But to get back to what I was saying regarding the Declan Rice situation, he will become an Arsenal player soon. It's just a matter of West Ham United and Arsenal coming to an agreement when it comes to how the payment will be done, blah blah blah. It's not even about payment with them. It's two big clubs who understand each other. It's just that West Ham United want this to be done as soon as possible, just like the rest of us Arsenal fans, because they have to buy players. They have to buy. For example, West Ham is looking to purchase the likes of James Ward-Prowse from Southampton, who was recently relegated. Now they're asking 35 million pounds down to 17 million pounds for the player. But realistically, we know that they're not going to sell anyone for 27 million for 17 million pounds. It's going to be like 30 million. So the quicker they get rid of this Declan Rice situation, selling him to Arsenal, the easier it's going to make for them to buy players. For example, they got to release players, or 50-50 they might keep them, like the Skomakas and guys like that. They need to spend the money quickly on key important points. But Arsenal fans, don't panic. We will get Declan Rice. It's a matter of when will they unveil the player. If he does not sign with Arsenal, Mikel Arteta out immediately. Now, moving on to other topics when it comes to football transfers. Regarding Arsenal's striker search, I heard that we've been linked again with Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen. It's a rumor. Whoever posted this up, terrible. And that's pretty much all I have for Arsenal transfer news. Now, moving on to our rivals right across the city of North London, I would like to say that Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, I'm going to address the situation when it comes to Tottenham. Tottenham is on the verge of negotiating a deal for Harry Kane, who might be heading to Germany. And right now, it's looking probable to 85%. Because why? The German delegates, Hakam Salihamidzic, and a few Bayern Munich officials are actually in London since 11 hours ago. Their jet landed. They are in England to negotiate two deals. A lot of people focus on the Hurricane situation. Focus on the other situation at Manchester City as well. Just because the player is now 32 years old or 33 doesn't mean that it's still not factual news that can actually, well, it's not going to boost up my ratings because my rating is absolutely like third, bro. But well, it will actually keep you informed if you're a Bayern Munich fan. The Germans came to England to scoop two players. Well, according to their rumors from the Bundestag, they're here to collect two of England's senior internationals players. One in his prime, the other one, of course, we know is Kyle Walker. It's not that hard to solve the mystery there. So Kyle Walker is looking to sign with Bayern Munich, and I believe that he will fly to London, I think, from Manchester to do his, well, if they get signed, he will do his medicals there in London before they fly to Germany. So they're looking to snatch both Harry Kane and Kyle Walker. And more Tottenham Hotspurs news. It is with great sadness that we may be looking at the retirement or the early retirement of Dele Alli, the young phenom that used to cause so much trouble when he used to play against Arsenal back in his heydays from MK Dons. And this young man's been doing a lot of confession lately that I was shocked by. And to begin with what Dele Alli was saying, that Dele Alli said that he started to smoke and selling drugs at the age of started to smoke at the age of 7. Of course, you're a Tottenham player. I understand the level of stress that you guys face over there at this football club. I'm not surprised that you were smoking at the tender age of 7 to release stress. You're a Tottenham player. What do you expect? And he was selling drugs at 8 as a football before his attention switched to football. Again, personal matters like this, Mr. Dele Alli, should not be in the public. But thank you for sharing. Uh, and then he said at the age of 6 he was molested by his mom's friend, and his mom was an alcoholic. Again, I thought everybody at Tottenham was an alcoholic because you guys get drunk every year, promising us trophies that you guys fantasize about, like winning the Champions League, which you lost to, I believe it was Liverpool or Real Madrid. Tottenham, it's a matter. I'm not shocked. Again, Dele Alli. And then he said that he was supposed to retire football at the age of 24. Again, this troubled young man here. So he's looking to retire from football. I guess that's what he's trying to get to by announcing his early retirement. Dele Alli is 25, 26 years old. His last games I've been watching him play for Besiktas in Turkey. And if he's going to retire, I would like to say a happy retirement to Dele Alli because he's a good footballer, and it is sad to see a young guy like that retire early from the game, knowing that. Well, but nowadays I see how everybody's like, praising Jude Bellingham, including me, because I'm a big Jude Bellingham fan. I like the product. I like the way like he carry himself as a young footballer, prodigy, 20 years old, world at his feet, like playing for the biggest football club in the world, Real Madrid, which I'm hoping soon they send Kylian Mbappe to complete the deck. So Dele Alli, you were once the player who was supposed to be the Jude Bellingham with a bit of an offensive touch when it comes to playing attacking midfield. It didn't go the way the media. That's why they put these labels like he was supposed to be the next this and that. And Dele Alli, I believe that Tottenham failed him. And I'm not throwing shots at Tottenham because they're my rival. They did fail him because, like, to have a talent like this, and then you loan them to Everton. You could have like I've seen like worse players at Tottenham sit on the bench when they were going through trouble time to like guy like Mason. What's his name is Ryan Mason. These guys, how they were carried through by Tottenham, and I felt like they kind of let Dele Ali down. But again, it's Tottenham's business, and every now and then I like to throw a little jab, like Roy Jones. I like to throw a little jabs at Tottenham because it's Tottenham. And moving on to other football matters, this one is absurd. Ex-Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson is now going to be signed with Al Ettifaq in Saudi Arabia. Of course, you know Saudi Arabia got the. And when it comes to spending it on players, it does not matter how much they're asking. They have the money. They will pay for the player. It's a matter of are you willing to sell. Same goes for Fulham. Number 8, the main striker, Mitrovic, is being looked at by against Saudi Arabia. It seems that every footballer is now, when it comes to the transfer market, it's not just going to be this summer, it's going to be moving forward over the next 10 to 25 years. Saudi Arabia, folks, they're here to make a statement. Because and I remember back in the shout out to all the people from the East and the Middle East and Far East, Asia East, Asia Minor. There was a time back in 2005. I don't know if you guys recall when the Chinese league made their debut with teams like Ganzhou Evergrande. These teams, Zhengzhou, these guys came there to buy the cream of the crop, But the mistake they made, which the Saudi Arabian League have learned from, is that why wait for the player to get older where we can buy them in their prime? And Jordan Anderson is 33 years old, and putting him on a salary of 700,000 pounds a week is absurd. And Saudi Arabia is like, we don't care. We got the money. We're gonna buy the player that we need to promote our brand. And we not just not they're not just gonna sign players like Jordan Anderson, who's the ex-Liverpool player who's gonna raise the profile. They are also spending money on players below the age of 25. This is unheard of in the world of football. That a league that's not well renowned in the football hemisphere is recruiting players below their peak. Money talk and BS walk 1,000 miles, and the Sikhs are showing us that right now in 2023-24 season. And it is also understood that Manchester United is in the process of signing a striker, as if they were not scary enough with this new signing of a Mason Mount in the midfield. But the players are looking to sign is a young man from, I believe, Denmark or Norway by the name of Rimis Højlund. The first bid was rejected by Atalanta, and it was for 65 or 85.5 million pound or something like that. My glasses are playing tricks on me, but let me see. I think it was 85 million point 5 pounds. But United's well, they already signed Andre Onana from Ajax, who used to be the goalkeeper for Eric Ten Hag when he was at Ajax. The young Senegalese goalkeeper now will be Manchester United's number one. But when it comes to the striking department, I think they're going to sign either Rimis Højlund or Dusan Vlahovic. But the same Dusan Vlahovic is rumored to be a target of Aston Villa's, Arsenal's, including Paris Saint-Germain. So again, it's just a wild rumors in the football hemisphere. So I don't know how this one's gonna play out, but again, it's Manchester United. Nobody knows what's going on up there. And to the Manchester United fans who were like talking trash the other day about Mason Mounts, I'm glad that you're already reaping the benefits. First game for you guys already had 2 assists. Uh, he's not like what you already have, Bruno Fernandes. Even though some of you guys are saying he's the exact copy of Bruno, this guy bring a different dynamic to your club. There is there is a reason why before we went after Kai Havertz at Chelsea, we were targeting both him and Mason Mounts. I'm trying to tell you guys have a gem of a footballer to you Manchester United fans, but you refuse to accept this kid for what he is. He's gonna be a diamond for you guys, a pivotal player for you guys before December marks, because Mason Mount's got quality. And for his first game for you guys, having a 2 assist. Come on, man, the side is there. It's about chemistry, and I hope that you guys bring the best out of this footballer. Moving on to situations going on at London Bridge when it comes to Chelsea. Reece James is injured again. This guy cannot escape injuries, bro. This guy has been injured since last or this season or winter 2022, and the saga continues. That's all I can say for Chelsea fans. When it comes to Julian Timber, JT, again, as I said in the introduction, he's an Arsenal player. There is not much to go through here because this was like long overdue, and Arsenal is just like signing the player now to make it official after a week and a half. We are too slow. We need to work on being faster at confirming our signings. And furthermore, when it comes to football news up in the Manchester side, good news for Manchester City, even though I don't expect to see the player back in their jersey. Benjamin Mendy has been found not guilty of rape or attempted rape. Uh, yeah, I'm reading. It's like you're reading my mind. Like, why am I talking about this? It's not even football matters. But to make up for this stupid report that is not even football related, I would like to give you guys a tip for this weekend before I close the today's the Cannon Spodcast. Um, don't forget this weekend is the CONCACAF's final, and if you are in North America, I would like to give you a little tip on this one here, and I will have it on later on my 15 minutes audio DOD for the Daily Art Debrief. Mexico against Panama at 7:30 p.m. For the CONCACAF at SoFi Stadium in California, the home of the Los Angeles Rams, the home of the Arsenal in the United States. SoFi Stadium in California, and near Compton area. So this one, I expect Mexico to beat Panama because the record against them is very stern. 10 wins, 3 draws, and Mexico have never taken an L against Panama. They're undefeated, so that's a guaranteed one if to all the football lovers out there. And yeah, so and when you come to Arsenal preseason tour, this is only if you're an Arsenal fan. If you're not an Arsenal fan, I don't expect you to care about this. We will be playing Manchester City this Sunday, August the 6th. Actually, wait a minute. I'm talking about the Community Shield. Too hasty on this one here. We have a preseason game, I believe. One moment, let me find this for you guys. Arsenal preseason. Okay, Arsenal. We just finished playing Nuremberg. Not impressed, by the way. And we will play against DC United on the 19th of July and Washington DC at the Audi Field. And then we will play Manchester United on July the 22nd at MetLife Stadium in New York, the home of the New York Jets and the New York Giants. And I hope that we have Declan Rice posing in our jerseys by then because this is getting ridiculous. I cannot wait for this for this announcement to be made. It's the worst kept secret. And Mikel Arteta is not. Now I'm seeing the way that unveiled Jurien Timber this morning. It's not Mikel Arteta's decision. Apparently, it's the other clubs and Edu. So apparently, he's gonna be the one to announce Declan Rice. It's depressing because you just want to like move on so we can like sign other players, but unfortunately, it is delayed and then the situation it is with us. So we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully, we don't lose the player. And that's pretty much all I have left. And to recap on the Nuremberg game, and as I told Arsenal fans when it comes to Kai Havertz, is do not panic. Okay, I know exactly why we bought the player. If you guys were watching the last 20 minutes of the game, he was playing the Granit Xhaka's position. So basically, Odegaard will be the 8, playing with the defensive midfielder who I expect to be Declan Rice. Kai Havertz is a central attacking midfielder. Okay, we did not bring this guy in there to be our main striker like Gabriel Jesus, and he was playing in the midfield along with Bella Gunn, who had number 26, playing the Bukayo Saka's position. Saka, congratulations on the goal, by the way. And when it comes to the striking department, we need to sign a striker. Like I know that we are linked with Bitello, and let me tell you, this guy is an excellent midfielder for Brazil. 24 years old, 23 years old, excuse me, from Grêmio. He's an assassin when it comes to playing the midfielder position. But again, this is not a player that we need. We are stacked when it comes to our midfield. We need to buy a striker. Please, Arsenal. If Mitrovic at Fulham is up for sales, we should look at what's before us and somebody with Premier League experience and physical prowess to and who can be an aerial threat and also a ground threat and a spot kicker. And Alexander Mitrovic for Fulham. Yes, I would like Arsenal to take a look at this guy because if we're gonna wait for Ivan Toney, it may be a long wait because January is not now. So we may have to dip into the pocket and look for a guy like Alexander Mitrovic to play with Gabriel Jesus up front because again, I will tell you guys this weekly that Gabriel Jesus is not the guy who's going to last a whole season. Physically, he's not cut out for that. He will give you a good 6 months and then he'll get injured again. So Alexander Mitrovic should be a player that we look at when it comes to our striking department. So Arsenal fans, that's all I have for the Cannon Spodcast. I cannot do entertainment because it's not the season. When I only do the big ones when I'm doing when it's like regular seasons. It's an effect. We are into it. But for now, stay put. I'll keep you posted for an episode 4 for any upgrades that we make when it comes to signings and other matters regarding Arsenals and football altogether. Stay tuned. I will be doing an audio session for the DOD, a daily art debrief, so I can have you guys prepped up for your bets this weekend. Peace out and have a nice day. Uh, uh, yeah. Uh, uh. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. See you next week for the encore. Bye. Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm. And we out.